let me take a minute and show you something very beautiful that I just finished over here at the quilting studio. Now, normally I have everything up on my Gamel stitching quilting machine, but interestingly enough, my good client Jean contacted me and she said, you know, my hands just have so much arthritis in them, I'm having so much trouble doing the clipping on my French rose quilt right here. Could you help me out with that? Could you finish that for me? She's made this for her daughter, and just getting all those little tiny clips in between there was just more than she could handle. She had already done all of the attachment of the French rose on here, which you can see is a loose edged applique, and it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to fray as it goes through the washing, and that will happen with all these clipped edges too. Daughter's gonna love it, I'm sure. It's kind of a quilt as you go, so you can see on the back all the pieces have already been attached together. So I did all the clipping on each of these seams that connected it together. It's a lot of work, but it could happen. I could get that kind of thing done. She also needed binding attached to it. I put on this fantastic scrappy binding with all of the extra pieces that she had left over. Doesn't that look fantastic? Isn't it so much fun? I did connect them at the diagonal. Friends, always connect your binding at the diagonal. If you try to make a straight cut binding, it is going to be so thick you will have so much trouble stitching over it. I've had clients create that for me before. Jean tried to create that for me, and I said, you know what, let me just take that home and finish it, because we're going to want those connected at the diagonal. When I come to the corner, I'm extremely fastidious about my binding, my friends. Always consider having me do the binding for you if you would like to ask me to do that. I have a passion for beautiful bindings and very straight and accurate corners. I'm going to distribute the bulk onto both sides, so one side gets the bulk going one way and one gets it the other way. So in between, you're going to get a really nice little consistent amount of bulk for your corners right there. Questions or thoughts? Put something down below. Have you ever made a French rose quilt before like this with the loose applique? I've actually stitched over this on the quilting machine, and it turned out great because she didn't care. She wanted it to be all fluffy and crinkly anyway, so she was good with it happening like that, and something to be aware of. So that's an idea to consider. Over here at the quilting studio, I can get my fingers in all kinds of areas, lots of forte. I just want you to have a beautiful quilty day. Do something that brings you happiness, and quilting brings happiness. Happiness opens up those endorphins, and that brings joy to our lives. So let's do something amazing with our passions today. Have an amazing quilty day.